And okay, go live. And we should be live on already. Yes, we are. Absolutely. We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, awesome people. How you guys doing? The first minutes of every live, I'm always in doubt whether I'm already live or not. But actually, looks like right now I am live. So I'm very happy to see you, very pleased to see you all here connected with me. And first of all, Lolly, hello, Lolly, welcome to our streaming. Welcome to everyone else that is about to join us. As you get into our live streaming, just say hi, say hello, say your name. No, but you don't need to say your name because I already see it. But say hi so that I can actually say hi to you. All right. So hello, Irina. Welcome here. And if you are here, maybe if you're watching this as a replay, well, just say your name in the comments, and next time around, I'm going to say hi to you too. And hello, everyone. And so I'm so happy to see you. And oh, let me do something that I always wanted to do. Let me know, guys, where you are from, because I already know that Lolly is from France, Irina is from Italy, because you guys tell me about it. But if you're new here and if you're watching this for the first time, or if you're not watching it for the first time, let me know where you guys are from, because I'm so pleased to know it, and it's so nice to actually see many people connected from all over the world. As I'm talking with you guys right now, I'm also opening the chat. This way I'm able to actually see live your reactions. I'm able to see live your comments, so I'm able to reply to you guys straight away. So what are we doing here? As usually, this is a regular event, that it's a weekly event. Every Saturday, I'll see you here live to improve our English. The goal here is to make your English stronger, better, faster, and more fluent, and everything else about English. So everything that we are doing here revolves around English. So how do we do it? Very simple. We do this with a Q&A session. Basically, you ask me a question and I reply. As simple as that. The best way to do that, as usual, is to use the link down here. As soon as you press the link, you're going to see a little form with only two questions: your name and your question. So you put your name down, you put your question, I receive it, and I prepare in advance so that next Saturday, I'm going to answer to your question. You can also ask me questions live here in the comments. You can also ask me questions if you're watching it as a replay. You can ask me questions down here in the comments below down here, and I'm going to answer, as soon as I see it. So let me see. By the way, my grandparents were Italian, so I speak a little Italian. Wow. Okay, Lolly. So basically you are already speaking 3 languages here. So you're speaking French, not French. You're speaking French, you're speaking a little bit of Italian, and I can tell that your English is pretty good. So I'm happy with that, and congratulations. By the way, recently, maybe last year, me and my fiancé went to France, and wow, that was an embarrassing experience, because I have to tell you, my French sucks. My French is very bad. So if you want to trade lessons, do open a YouTube channel where you teach French, and wow, I'll be your first subscriber, I promise. So now back to the reason why we are here, and let's begin with the questions. Before that, actually, I want to give you a couple of tips on how to take the best out of this time together. We're going to spend together about 50 minutes, and You can, if you don't understand me, it's okay. You can turn the subtitles on. It's okay. I don't recommend it, but if you want to understand me better, just turn them on. It's fine, no problem. Also, even if you think that the way I speak is too difficult, say that you have just started, maybe your level is A2 or B1, but you feel a little unconfident, you feel that this is a bit too difficult, it's fine. Continue watching, because this is how you grow. The more you practice your listening skills, the more the words get into your brain, and you are able to speak eventually. And this is how it works, all right? So this is to say that if you understand little, keep watching, which means continue to watch. You will get better. Now, on with the questions. The first one is from Lolly. So let's see here. This is a very interesting question you're asking me. You're asking the difference between subject, topic, and theme. And they are very similar words. And you want to know when to use one instead of the other. And it makes total sense. Absolutely. Actually, congratulations for your question. I think that many people want to know that. So, the word you guys are probably more familiar with is the word subject, probably, because subject is often associated with school. In school we have subjects, for example, math, history, geography. These are maths, all right? No, these are subjects, not math. These are subjects. So usually this is the word that you guys understand better, the most. So what I'm doing now is, of course, using pen and paper to better explain this topic. And before I forget, down here, you don't see it, but down here there's something that is pretty important that I always forget, and so I'm gonna show it now. Okay, so please like and subscribe. What do I mean? If you like this content, if you think it's valuable, then you should press the like button. It makes me understand that you like what you see and I do more of it. If you like this content, then I suggest you to subscribe, because I post these kinds of videos and content every single week. Every week I post a video and a live streaming. Meaning, if you like it and subscribe, you're going to get a notification. You're gonna be notified whenever I post something. And well, if you want to improve your fluency, if you want to improve your English, this is what you have to do. As simple as that. Okay, now on to the topic. So we wanna know theme, we wanna know topic, and you wanna know subject. All right. So let's put a very simple example, as like we used math. Okay, so let's use math here, this one. Let's use math, all right, as our example. Okay, so this is our subject. Subject. We're familiar with this, right? We know math is a subject, just like we said before, geography, history, and so on, science, right? These are all subjects, okay? Now, when we're talking about topic, we are talking a little more broad. So we are broader, okay? So topic is, let me change the color. Topic is, well, topic is school. The topic is school. The subject is math, all right? So we said that school is topic. Lastly, we got the word theme, right? Now, for the word theme, let's take another color, violet. Yeah. Now, theme is even broader, is what surrounds the school. So, theme is, in this case, learning. Okay, so now that we have drawn this out, let me explain a little what actually means. Okay, so when we are using the word topic, we are usually talking about like something pretty vast. For example, here the topic can be vocabulary. Okay, so the topic of your question, Lolly, is vocabulary. All right. For example, then the subject is the difference between these three words. Okay, so in this other example, the topic is vocabulary and the subject is the difference between these three words. The general theme, because theme is general, all right, then the general theme can be English learning, right? Because we are learning the English vocabulary. In particular, we are learning the difference between these three words. So how do you use this in a different context? Well, for example, if you want to know, well, the word theme, all right, is used only in broader sentences, in broader phrases. So, for example, if you are at a movie and you are deciding which movie to watch, then you can ask what's the theme of the movie, and let's say that we want to watch a cartoon, right? I don't know, I have in mind this Lion King today. Let's go here, because you know that I like to use images to explain. So Lion King, right? Here, let's take this off. Okay, so we want to watch this movie, okay? And we can say that the theme of this movie is, well, a cartoon, for example, right? Or we could say that the main theme is recognizing ourselves and who we really are. This is the main theme of this cartoon. And if you guys haven't watched it, you have to watch. But I'm sure you guys watched it because it's a pretty old classic, which I love because it teaches you to recognize yourself, to understand who you really are. So it's a very valuable lesson to learn, and this is the main theme, right? Now the topic of this movie, well, the topic of this movie is maybe if we talk about the storyline, then the topic is animals in African animals in an African scenario, right? And then subject, we can say that then this is when you actually look at this image instead and you talk about the characters that are in the movie. So we are talking about a Lion King that dies because the uncle is envious and jealous, and then there's a little how do you call that? Well, anyway, the new king basically that doesn't know that he is a new king, and so the uncle that is jealous becomes the new king. Okay, so I think you guys understand my point, right? So this is how you actually see in practice these three words, all right? And this is how you can see in theory these three words. Now, I hope it's clear Hello, Paulino. Hello. I'm great. Thanks for asking. And how are you? How are you doing? It's so good to see you here with us, Paulino. You just entered a few minutes into the live, but you're definitely in time for the rest of it. So, now on with the next question, which is from Irina. And you're asking a very interesting question. You're asking, what's the meaning and pronunciation of the word moisturizing? And this is a I had to think about it for this one, because when I actually did some research into the topic, I noticed that it's a word that is mostly familiar with women and with skincare, with skin products. All right, but now I'm going to tell you all about it. All right, are you ready, Rina, and everyone else? Let's dive into it. So, of course, to understand this word, we're going to go back here, because of course we want to understand the image of this word. So the word is moisturizing, okay? And as you can see, it's all about skincare, it's all about skin products, right? Now, why? What is it? How do we use it? Let's get to the root of it, literally, because as you can see, moisturizing ends in ing. This means that at least, the very least, we need to understand what's the word moisturize. We know that if it ends in ing, we are talking about an action. So we want to know what is to moisturize, right? Also, we don't stop there, because we also want to know what is the if something is used to moisturize, means that we need some kind of moisture. Okay, we look at many words. How many words? Don't worry, we'll get to the end of it. Don't worry. And something is a moisture. Well, we want to know what is moist. Okay, now it's better, isn't it? So basically, we want to first understand moist, and let's do this. Now, moist is an attribute, an adjective, all right? When something is moist, as you can see from this image, for example, this window is moist because there are a lot of little droplets of water, all right? And this is why it's moist. Now let me go a little down, because I've also noticed this cake here. This cake is moist, and by the way, I love chocolate, so this cake is delicious. And this cake here is moist because, as you can see, it's full of well, kind of water, you know, like it's not dry, okay? And because it's not dry, then is moist. To make it clear, let me also show you the meaning of dry, okay? So if you guys don't know, the word dry is this. This is dry. And as you can see, it's the opposite, okay? Something dry is something that doesn't contain any water, all right? So there's no water here, and it's the opposite of moist. Moist is something that contains water. Now, I think you're following me here. So let's go with moisture. Moisture is the noun. So moist is the attribute, is the adjective. So something is moist because it contains moisture. Moisture is a noun, and it's the sum of all these droplets, all right? So this is moisture, is the sum of all the droplets, the sum of small particles of water. This is moisture, right? Moisture, and you can say that this surface is moist, okay? Now, So far, so good, right? So now let's go with to moisture, right? To moisture is the action. To moisture is the action of making something moist. So basically you take something that is dry and you put some water, and then this is to moisture. So if you want to moisture this the ground, you need to put some water in it, right? So I know it's not super simple, especially these images are not clear, right? So these images mean nothing, probably because the action of to moisture is something that is pretty technical, and so this is why we are looking at pretty technical images, all right? But as long as you understand what the action is, this is good for us. It's enough. Now we got moisturize, right? So moisturize is now we're getting closer to our topic, right? Because to moisture, sorry guys, I made a mistake. The reason why we couldn't find actual images of to moisture is because moisture is only a noun, and to find the action, sorry about that, you want to use this eyes, all right? So to moisturize is the action of making something that was dry humid, all right? And this is why to moisturize is this, like is to apply some cream to make your skin less dry, to make your skin more wet, more full of nutrients, all right? So you take a skin that is like this and you turn it into something that is definitely better, like this is a moisturized face, as you can see, right? So this is the action. So we had moist, and moist is the attribute, all right? Then we saw moisture, and moisture is the noun, all right? And eventually we have the action, which is to moisturize, all right? As I say this word, you're also asking me the pronunciation. I think that you're starting to understand how this word is pronounced. Irina's asking, so moist is a synonymous of humid. Yes, it is. Very good intuition. Yes, moist is very similar to humid. Humid is a bit more general as a term, and moist is a bit more specific of some droplets of water, but you can use it in the same way. Yes, you're totally right, Irina, that's right. So moisturize, that from here, of course, something it can be moisturizing, all right? So you have a moisturizing cream because it's a cream that creates moisture. It's a cream that creates those little droplets of water that make a skin healthy and hydrated. They make a skin nice and healthy, right? Now for the pronunciation, the hardest part is right here, this TU, right? So you guys, you want to understand, Irian first and everybody else also, that every time you see this TU sound, you're going to pronounce it kind of chew. You're going to pronounce it like chew, 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 all right? So for this reason, you're going to say moisture, 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 all right? From there, then it's pretty easy because you can actually say moisture rising, moisture rising. Last time, moisture rising, all right? Then when you go a little faster, moisturizing, moisturizing, easy. No, it's not easy. I know it's not easy, of course it's not easy, but here we are. I think that right now this word is very clear for you, right? So if it's clear, let's go on. Let me see. Got it. Thanks for your explanation. Finally, now it's clear to me. Excellent. Awesome. Let's go on. You again, Irina. So this second question you asked me is a very interesting one too. And you're asking the difference between disappoint and let down. Now, well, first of all, let's understand that these two words are very, very similar. Very similar. And they are both actions. Where is it? Here. Disappoint is the proper action, and let down is the same action but in a phrasal verb style. Okay, so what's the meaning? Disappoint is when you to disappoint is when you believe something and then you realize that that's not true, so you are disappointed. Okay, to disappoint is the action of saying something and then not do what you said. So for example, let's say that we want to go out, and we want to go, all right, let's say that it's summer. Okay, let's say it's summertime and we want to go to the beach, but as soon as we get out of here, as soon as we get out of the door, then it starts raining, and that is disappointing because you there was a promise. All right, there was a promise of going out, going to the beach, but then the temperature and the rain disappointed you. All right, so to disappoint is when somebody promises something but then doesn't stick to the promise, doesn't stick to it. Okay, doesn't stick with it. Let me see if this is a better explanation. But at the same time, I know you guys may say, well, this is not enough. Because it's not enough, let's go over here once again, all right? And I want to talk about let down, right? Because as you can see from the images, it's not a nice thing, okay? If you let down somebody, if you disappoint somebody, means that you make a promise and then you don't stick with your promise. You don't do what you promised, okay? So, for example, no, this is it's a very sad image. Let's forget about this one, okay? But now, let me show you an image that makes you understand very clearly what I mean, okay? Let down, right? Now, let's take back the Lion King. The Lion King, all right? Now, let's take the Mufasa scene, last scene. Let's say like this. Images. Perfect. So, if you guys have seen the cartoon, you probably know that this is the scene where Mufasa is about to go down, and here is the uncle that lets him down, right? So let's just sink this in, okay? To let down is to literally having the possibility to making a promise to somebody. Yes, I save you, but then you let down, and that person goes down, right? I think that with this image, everything is way clearer, right? This is exactly, look at the way Mufasa looks at the uncle. You see, he is feeling let down. He has this feeling in his eyes that knows that he is about to let him down, literally, right? So when you let down somebody, this is the scene you want to have in your mind, so please don't do it, okay? If you make a promise, stick with the promise you made. And this is it. Now, disappoint is the same thing, but it lacks the visual. So basically, when you say disappoint, you are saying let down, but there's no image to connect, okay? The reason is because, well, to disappoint is the original word, and to let down is a more informal way to say the same thing. In my opinion, to let down is better because it's more direct, is simpler to understand because you have a clear image in your mind, and this makes the communication way easier. Now, let me see. Paulina says, what's the meaning of those off? All right. Well, the meaning of those off, I have to research on the origin of it, but I can tell you that the meaning of those off is to sleep, all right, to have a little nap, so to sleep a little bit. But I need to research on the origins of it. So I'm going to make a note for this one, those off, so that later I'm going to research, and next time I'm going to tell you about it. Now let me see what else in the comments. Teacher, don't let me down, please. I need you to improve my English. That's a perfect example, Lolly. Yes, don't worry. Don't let you down. I won't let you down. I'm right here to teach you everything you need. Don't worry about it. It's a great way to say it. So we used to let down for a deeper feeling, says Irina. Yes, that's right. When you use let down, you are connecting deeper with the word, and you are taking it more personal too. Yes, absolutely. It's more personal when you say to let down. Yeah. So don't let other people down. Okay. Possibly. Okay. Then nobody is perfect. Okay. So, but anyway, let's go on with the next one. Wow. So this is big. This is big. This is from Javo here, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Hello, Javo here. If you're here with us, let us know. Say hello. And if you're not here, well, welcome to the replay whenever you are seeing it. We're asking a very important grammar part, which is how to explain, which is like the present perfect continuous. And wow, this is a very deep and broad topic, which I won't be able to say to explain perfectly here, but I'm going to give you like a general direction on what it means, and I'm going to tell you, Javo here, and everyone else who could be interested in going deeper in technical topics, that soon, real soon, I'm starting a course for I'm making a course to teach you guys to think in English. And yes, and we are going technical, we are going deeper, we're going very deep in this topic. So if you're interested, maybe you can start letting me know, because soon, real soon, this course will be out. Anyway, here, let's go to understand what is present perfect continuous. Now, let's turn this page around, okay? We are talking about grammar. We're talking about, let me just write it down. Present perfect continuous. I think I've read it right. Let me see. Yeah, W, yeah. The spelling is uneasy. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for everyone, for everybody, guys. So don't worry about it. If you make any spelling mistakes, if you make any typos, it's fine. Okay, don't take that seriously. Now, present perfect continuous is a way to talk, to explain something that happened in the past for some time, and it has its effects right now in the present moment, right? So basically, to understand this, we need to have like a timeline. So this is a nice timeline, and this is our present. Okay, so present. Okay, so when you talk using the present, when you talk something using the present tense, I mean, for example, let's take something simple, guys. Let's go with to eat. Okay, to eat, because the best way to understand something is to make it very, very simply. To eat. Now, I can say, for example, I eat. All right, I eat a sandwich. All right. Now, when you use I eat a sandwich, just like that alone is pretty strange, because I don't understand when you're eating this sandwich. What I need here is to specify the moment. Okay, since you're using this since you're using the present simple, you can say, for example, I eat a sandwich every every meal. Okay, every meal, and that's not healthy, guys, so don't do that. Okay, so but I eat a sandwich every meal. All right, this is basically, when you say this, when you use this first way of communicating, you are taking it everywhere, like this. Let me do like this. Bam. All right, so this is called simple present, but actually it's not present at all. Okay, because when you say I eat a sandwich every meal, you're talking about it in the past, in the present, in the future, everywhere. Okay, in every moment. Now let's say I'm eating. Right now you're talking about using ing, puts the action into movement. This means that the action is now alive, and if it's alive, then we can, for example, use it to explain something that is happening right now. Oops, sorry. I made a mistake with the arrow. So please bear with me. Now, I'm eating is right here. Okay, now this is actually a situation of present perfect. Okay, the present perfect is something that happened in the past. Okay, so if it happened in the past and yet we are using the present perfect, means that the action of eating this sandwich, all right, happened here. No, this is change claro. I'm gonna go with this one here. All right, so here is I have eaten a sandwich. All right, I'm using this way of talking because, and now I'm explaining you how, there are some effects in the present. Now this part is pretty confusing, guys. Okay, so if since there isn't enough time to go deep into it, let me know if it's not clear. Ask me questions and I'll be very happy to answer to any question you guys have. Meal same with breakfast. Yes, Christina, meal is same with breakfast. Yes, very well, Christina. By the way, welcome with us. This is a very it's a pretty difficult topic, but you are more than welcome to check it out, and later ask me any questions you want, so I'll be able to make you understand exactly what it is. Okay, for example, I have eaten a sandwich. let's say that you want to ask me, do you want a sandwich? And I say, no thanks, because I have eaten a sandwich already. I'm full, all right? So what happens? Happens that I use I have eaten because the effects of what I'm talking about are right here. The effects are that I say no thanks. You're asking me, do you want to eat? And I say no thanks, I have eaten. All right? And the effects are right here. Now this part here, continuous, right? Continuous is basically connecting this way of talking with this way of talking. So instead of I have eaten, you're gonna say I have been eating. I really can't, unfortunately, right now go any deeper into this because it's a very broad topic, very big, very large topic, okay? And I'm trying to condense every information, okay, in a very small amount of time. But when you say I have been eating, I mean to say that this action, to eat, I did it for many times already. So the same thing. Do you want to eat? And I say, no thanks, I have been eating the whole day. So I have been eating the whole time, okay? So it's too much, okay? I really can't eat any longer, all right? So for this reason, I'm going to use I have been eating because I'm using this ing, which puts the action in movement. It makes it continuous. It makes it something that happens multiple times. Now, I know that this was very confusing, okay? Unfortunately, I have to answer in a pretty small amount of time, but at the same time, don't you guys worry, because soon, real soon, I'm going to create a course. I'm going to give you a possibility to join me with a course where I'm going to explain all these little bits. We're going to go pretty technical, and I'm going to explain you in the best and easiest possible way how to use all this very technical grammar to help you think in English. Okay, it's happening in these days, and as soon as I know exactly when, I'm going to let you know, I promise. All right, now we have just a few minutes left, and I know I have a next question that I'm really keen to answer, which is this one. It's from Jean or Jean, right? And it's a very nice question, and I know that many people ask this question. They ask me why I understand you and not English people. Many times people ask me this question. Hello Okongo and hello Panashe, welcome to this live streaming. Welcome with us. Unfortunately, these are the last minutes of this live streaming, but you are more than welcome to be here with us. And by the way, I'm doing these streamings every Saturday. So if you tune in next Saturday, a bit before, maybe half an hour before, you can see me once again live. So why I understand you and not English people? Well, there are many reasons. Of course, one of the reasons is because I am speaking English to teach English. Therefore, I need to speak very simple in order for you guys that want to learn this language, in order for you guys to understand me. Because if I went very complicated or more natural, then I may lose you. And I know how difficult it is to learn a new language. This is not my first language. My first language is Italian. So I know how difficult it is to actually learn a new language. So of course I go slower than usual. At the same time, I want to give you two tips on how to actually understand English people, how to understand native speakers when they speak, right? You want to learn to listen. It's all about that. So one way to do that is, even when you're watching me, for example, when you're watching these live sessions, never use subtitles. This is number one. So if you have subtitles, take them off. This will automatically force you to use your ears and not your eyes. This will get you more used to the sounds of this language, and then consequently you're going to be able to listen to faster speaking people. Now, and I'm going to tell you also where to start, and a very big tip to use. Now, I made a video on this topic. I'm going to leave you the link down here as soon as I finish this live session, so you guys can see it. At the same time, I'm actually going to show you where the video I made, which is right here under my channel. And if you're not subscribed, do subscribe, because man, I make so many videos here that are so helpful. The one I'm talking about is what is it? Here, goodbye subtitles. This video, how to prove your listening and say goodbye to subtitles, is a very important video where I explain the steps from the beginning to the end to be able to improve your listening to the point you understand native speakers, right? Now, the first step, the absolute first step, is to watch other videos here on YouTube. This way, you guys, this way you are able to listen to more people speaking with different accents, different speeds. So basically, I'm telling you to watch even the other people that are not teaching English. This is a very important point, my friends. If you only watch people who teach English, you will only listen to people who speak like I am speaking now, slowly, right? But if you want to get used to native speakers, use YouTube to search your topic of interest. For example, if your topic of interest is, I don't know, maybe we were talking before about moisturizing, okay? So let's say that you're a girl and you're interested in skincare, right? Then go find videos here on YouTube that talk about skincare. This will expose you to a lot more videos if you don't use subtitles, especially don't use subtitles, that will get you used to listen to this language, and you want to do this as much as possible. The last trick I want to give you, this is a trick, it's not even a tip, it's a trick. It's something I did personally and it helped me so much, and it's the use of, hold on, okay, it's the use of headphones, right? When you're watching something in English, take the subtitles off and use headphones. This will dramatically improve the quality of what you're listening, because thanks to this, you'll be able to listen to every single detail of the show you are watching. The benefits are enormous. It's definitely something definitely worth it to do, worth it to check out and try. You will see a very clear difference, because you will straight away start listening to more sounds, start listening to all the little sounds that without the headphones just too low to be able to recognize, especially if you're not used to it. Now, prefer headphones to earphones. Okay, so prefer headphones to earphones because headphones are way better. You are fully concentrated, you're fully focused on what you are listening. This part is unbelievably important, guys. If you use earphones, they are distracting and they don't provide the same quality of surrounding yourself with the language. So do that, okay? So if you struggle to understand native speakers, if you struggle to maybe if you're using subtitles, if you can't understand a movie, then this is what you want to do. Watch videos here on YouTube on topics you are interested in. Use headphones, don't use earphones, and especially never use subtitles, okay? Okay, so this is all for today. It's been a real pleasure to be here with you guys. So thank you to Lolly, thank you to Irina, thank you to Okongo, to Panache, to Christina, to Paulino, and thank you to everyone else who has been here with me today. Thank you for you that are watching at the replay of this video. Thank you for supporting me, and just thank you in general, okay? Thank you for everything. It's always a pleasure to be here with you guys. I'll see you next Saturday, once again, live to answer any question you guys have. You guys take care and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.